I've missed you guys. I've missed you. I missed you guys so much. Hopefully you guys had good Christmases and a good New Year's. You know, this is 2.0. I'm doing this because I didn't want to be like, yes, just hello everybody, it's nice to see you. I wanted to have a little representation because I wanted to do a slow reveal, like how other people do their little things. I'm good. I slipped on ice in the ring and got a really funny video. Oh no! Man, it's still icy over there. Man, over here we've just gotten like a whole bunch of wind, which is really weird. Usually it's not this windy. But anyway, let me get small and get over here, so that way we can start doing the slow reveal. The slow reveal. God, you've gotten 2 snowstorms and the snow is melting. We haven't had any snow. What the heck? Okay, slowly descends. The slow reveal. I don't know if this is a good size for the model to be. but I got shoes with wiggly laces. Look at my shoes. Shoes. I don't know whether to keep the yukari here or not. What is shoes? Yeah. Like the outfit's the same, but I got good old shoes. And then the socks. And like look at my big old tail, it's so huge. I can't fit the whole thing on the screen with this much zoom in. Yes, we got the mismatched socks. Just slowly going up. And my knees. My little knees. If I do tail whip, does it also do damage? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. Let me see, let me move. That was a mistake. I'm now clipped to the tail. Or my leg, I guess. Oh no. Let me move big me over. No. Well, there we go. I was almost stuck. Okay. There we go. Yeah, here's a good look at my little stickers, and I got a little eggy sticker now. You're more tail. It's slightly bigger, so I've aged. Fighting with yourself, yes. But yes, we've got little eggy stickers, a new sticker. We got a little heart sticker. You get to see a little bit of my wing too. Yes. And then we'll go back over here and you see the design of my little... I call it like a skirt with a question mark. I don't know. But yeah, I like what I did with the design. It looks a little bit more like smokier. Or like, I don't know, it looks more ethereal, I would say. And then we got the nice thighs with a little bit of jiggle. It's kind of subtle, but it's there. A little bit of jiggle. And then you get to see my little sparkle sticker. Very important sticker and more of my wing. And then also the little bunny sticker, and then you get to see my shorts. You can see this part of me. You get to see this part of my body. And then we'll go a little bit more up here. Oh, I have my arms up. Give me a second. There we go. I didn't think they were up. That's a little bit of a teaser. But there you get to see my hand. My hand and my wings. They have a little bit of movement to them. Yes, the claws. The claws. And also, my sleeves are slightly different. Not too different, but just a little bit. Agree with this choice, yes. And we got Let's see, my little corset waist. Yay. And then my other hand, of course, over here. And then this area, my chest, and my little capelet. It has a little bit more dimension to it this time, I would say. I do believe so. And my little ribbons from my capelet. Wait, dragons are lizards, and lizards have to eat their tails after they fall off because that's where most of the stored nutrients are, is your tail. Probably. It might very well be very nutritious. Yes, my little ribbon is so cute. And my little capelet. Okay. And then a little bit of face action. A Toru moment, if you will, perhaps. Okay, we'll go ahead and just... Wah! My little face! My little face! And my hair is a little bit more floofier and has a few stray hairs. And then yee, my little heart. Okay. And my little thing in my ears. Wee! It's me! And also, I don't have iPhone tracking, so I can't do it like how other people do it, but I could do a blap. I could blap. Just blap. Ah. I was very proud of doing that. Which I learned rigging a tongue is actually really complicated. But I did it. I was able to do it. Oh, also you can kind of see my little ponytail a bit more prominently than before. Well, yeah, and I got more prominent teethers. I got bottom teeth. Well, yeah, I think it turned out good. What do you guys think? Did you guys you guys think it turned out good? I got these little sparklies. Didn't know you. Yeah, it was kind of subtle, but now there's a little ribbon, so it's more noticeable. What else can I do? Oh yeah, I can do hearts. So if I see someone pretty, I can be like, oh. Oh. Oh, and I can take my capelet off. So if it gets a little too warm, I can take it off. Wee. It's all I'm so proud of how everything turned out with this one. Yeah, getting cozy. Again, can you regrow your tail? Possibly. Maybe. Perhaps. I haven't tried getting rid of it. so I'm not sure. And then I can be scared. I can be super scared. So we're playing a scary game. I can be super scared. And then I can do this. I can lift my arms and do a little cute pose. Or I can just do one at a time. I feel like it's cute. I don't know. I like it. I don't know how often I'll use it, but I don't know. I think it's cute. No, don't have my tail. The tracking spicy? What do you mean? What do you mean my tracking spicy? I'm concerned. I think good job. I like how it turned out, and also like it'll be easy for making alt outfits, which I have quite a few planned. I just need to do them now that I have the main part of it all done. Spicy isn't really good. Okay. Now I don't know what to do. I was so excited. Now it's just like, I revealed my form. I don't know what to do now. This really does what I'm gonna commission you someday. Yes. I'm gonna I don't have the model commissions open quite yet, but I will. I will here soon. If not like in the middle of this month, next month then. Oh, yay. Welcome to the part of the stream where I improv the rest of it, right? I mean, you know, we know we're scuff here. we know we're a scuff bunch. I need to like change a few things because I feel like I zoom out a little too much. I feel like I should maybe be like this. I don't know because I need to like make sure that like a lot of me is on the screen because I'm proud of it. But also it's like I'm too zoomed out. And also I'm happy with the leg movements. Cause I'm not as stiff. I'm not as stiff moving around. Oh gosh, I accidentally blocked you guys. Let me see. Only have the caterpillars verse done. That's the one I want to keep creepy. Fair enough, Cause I could do my best, but like I don't know how good I would do on creepy. I'm so ready for VR collab too. Yeah. Which like my VR has decided to start crashing again, so I like finally put in a ticket and it's just like, okay, like this isn't a thing in your frequently asked questions. So I'm gonna send you a ticket and they're like, do the things that are FAQ said to do when the program crashes, and it's like, well, my computer is crashing. So I have to restart the thing. But I don't know, I'll have to figure that out like later, but hopefully it stops because I'm sick of it crashing on me. I don't know what to do now. We could play more Umineko, or we could do some random itch.io games. What else? I don't know what else. It's nice when things just work, right? Cause yeah, like it was fine for a while, and then it was just like, nope. Caterpillar would be nothing but an uphill battle. It wouldn't be for the adult version. They want the creepy model and the cute model. Not good with cute stuff. Fair enough. So that's where I would come in. That's where I would come in and save the day. Let's see. Also, for some reason, I couldn't see those emotes. Why is it bullying me? No. Let's see. We do, because I do have a whole bunch of itch.io games that we could do, but in theory, we could go back and do more Umineko. Because it's been a bit. I remember we like just ended when it went back to Battler and Beatrice talking. But I don't remember. Can't remember if it was you who rated that person I got those emails from. I don't know, because I couldn't see them. me look on. Yeah, they're not showing up for me. I don't know why. Is it the person? Oh yeah, the they were like a kappa or a turtle, but like I think now they're a flesh tuber. I'm not entirely sure now. See, they were a VTuber, but now they're not. They call themselves a flesh tuber, and it's cursed, but I love them. Oh, Konkon, yeah. Probably, because I know I found them through Ama, so I think I probably decided on rating them afterwards. So probably. Let me see. Definitely you then. Okay. Since I literally just watch you. Fair enough. Let's see. Because I know that I had a few games that I was gonna play during the birthday stream, but then didn't get to them. So we could maybe do some spooky games. Maybe I'll do a little poll. Little poll of some kind. Let me see. Let's see. Which one? Uminako. Or Spoopy Itch.io games. If I can type them right. It's like I got a new keyboard for Christmas, and so now it's just like the keys are kind of like not quite in the right places. So I'm forgetting how to type. Executive decision, first game of the year being horror. Yeah. New keyboard woes, yeah. It also, like, this one doesn't have a numpad, which I used for most of my for most of my thingies, but now I have a Stream Deck, so now I have a bunch of buttons. I have more buttons than I know what to do with. That's where all my things are. I want a Stream Decky. It is handy so far. But like, it is very weird not having a numpad. Please, after stream, share the one you got if you love it for the keyboard or the Stream Deck, because the Stream Deck is just regular. I got a little cover on it because you were able to get like one for an extra like penny. But yeah. I think it's like the no signal cover. And yeah, now I can just go to these whenever I want to, and I can have more things to actually go to. I have like 2 echoes, so that's a thing.
I also have this voice for whenever it is needed.
Which is not too often, but you know. I can just do all this stuff. I even have a button to run an ad, but I don't remember for like what time frame I set up the ad to do. Hello, Mal. How are you doing? Look at me. Look at my 2.0. We're trying to figure out what to do now that I've shown my new form. Because we're either doing Uminako or Spoopy Itch.io games that we didn't get a chance to play during my birthday stream. So yee! Late but nice bot, but thank you! Yeah, I'm very glad with how it came out. And I'm excited to make the alternate outfits, which I have quite a few plans for, and I might stream working on those in the future. Because I have quite a few ideas, and I feel like it would be interesting to show the process. Let's see, doing good, it's looking so good, yeah! I'm so glad I was able to do all the stuff that I wanted it to do. Oh, also, Val, Blep. I can blep. Blep. And Underlilies. Ooh. I don't know. That sounds familiar. Let me see. Underlilies. Let's see. Oh wait, that was the thing that you were playing the other day, right? Ooh, it does look pretty. That will definitely be something to keep in mind in the future. Let me add it to my wish list. I feel like it would probably wouldn't be too bad of an idea for a future stream. Let me go ahead and add that. Hi, Zitchy. Okay. No, don't eat my tail. Don't eat my tail, Rocket. Still, don't eat my... Okay. Oh. Yeah, there's just so many games. There's so many games that I want to play. Once we get to a good, like, stopping point in Numianeko, like, probably maybe a chapter end, or, like, once we're done with the questions arcs, I have Sonic Frontiers. So we can play that now. I got that for Christmas. We got so many options. We got so many options. Yeah. I think there was some other stuff that I got that I was considering streaming, but I don't remember. What were they? Oh, I got that one visual novel that person suggested, The House of Fata Morgana. That could be probably after we finish up Umineko. Then I'm still trying to decide whether or not Witcher 3 should be a stream game or just a on my own game. Since Psych gifted that to me for Christmas. I also have one of the Dark Pictures anthologies, Little Hope. So that could be a fun thing to... Hello, nobody! Hello! Hello! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Oh no, I melted! I absolutely melted! Hello! Hello, nobody! How are you doing? How are you doing? Do you like my new model? I'm doing good. Me? How do you like my new model? I can take off my cape. I can have all these sparkles. I can do bleh. I can have hearts in my eyes. I can have my arms. I can have my arms up. I can be scared. I can be super scared. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Let me just leave these on, just because of how excited I am. But yeah. Question is, what kind of meat is it? If it's a dark or light meat, I can make a stew, but if it's really no, not a lich. To cure from my goodness. You are really you're really determined to eat my tail, aren't you, Rocket? Gunny modem about it. Oh man, I think I was considering having like a gun emote for my Yukiri form, but then it's just like, would Twitch accept this? They might. I'll have to see though. Maybe. I do have a cry emote. I added that. I totally didn't make it in like last night. Which I have other emotes on the way. It's just I only had time for the cry emote. But I put it into the animated ones. Got emotes and got no gun or no peek. Oh no. Let it grow up more. Bailey's tail. I don't know if Bailey's tail has any meat in it. I don't know for sure. It seems very scaly and much thinner, so I don't know how much meat is in that tail. But I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. I feel like the poll's going towards spooky Itch.io games, so we will do that. Oh, thank you for the BDs! Thank you for the BDs. PogChamp. Thank you for the bits, nobody. He's very scaly and very much shred your insides. Probably. It feels like it wouldn't be good going down. Okay, let's see. We will go with... I have no idea what any of these ones are. Okay, that's a visual novel. I think a lot of these are gonna be visual novels, to be honest. We'll go with the one that's not a visual novel. I feel like that would make the most sense. Maybe. Or should we... I don't know. We'll go ahead and play Westgrove. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Oh no, why is it opening in full screen? No, I can't say! No! No! Oh gosh, there's not even any... There's no options either! No! Oh gosh. Oof, this is rough, buddy. Okay. Let me grab you guys. Put you over here. You mess with the horns, you mess with the ability to sense things in here. So Bailey stores near chainsaw in my bahungas. Oh no! Bailey, no, your bahungas are in danger now. Okay, let's... Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to... Okay, let me see. Let me see. Game scene, we need to... Oh, right, we were playing the Madvent calendar thing, so it's already at display capture. That works. That works. Okay, let me go ahead and turn something on real quick. There it is. I think. I guess... Why can't I click my... I couldn't click my toolbar for a second and I was just like, is it frozen? Is my Windows dying? Okay, let's see. Their dashboard. Just gotta reactivate something real quick. Oh, thank you! Thank you for the resub, nobody! Or, oh no, wait, you gifted a sub to Mal, thank you. I just saw the word nobody and then I didn't read. And now Mal has emotes. Nice. Okay, let's see, I think... What did this game have a category? Oh gosh. I don't know if it has a category. Don't think it would. Nope. Okay. Games and demos it is. It's in demos. Okay. And so now we should be able to just go like this. Yeah. Oh, Padoru is still there. Oops. Let me see, where are you? There you go. It's not Christmas anymore. Okay. So, let us go with the spooky game that I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully the audio is gonna be okay. It seems quiet so far. We'll see. Oh no, my frames. My frames. Oh no. Oh no. So we can't play that. 'Cause that is, that is, way too many frames were eaten. So we cannot play that one. Oops. Okay. Well, we tried. Okay, let's go with this one instead. We'll play something. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Padoru is always in our hearts. At one point I was thinking of making a Padoru model, but then it's just like, I don't have the time. Maybe next time. The FTL. I don't think I have FTL, honestly. I don't think I do. Okay, this one hopefully shouldn't have an issue. And this one isn't in full screen, so it's much better for all parties involved. Let me just make sure that it is captured. Okay. This one I think is a silly spoopy game, I think. Oh gosh. Why isn't it? Why it broke? Okay. I know my streams are scuff. But can you give me something? It's my model debut. Oh, there we go. That's the view we're looking for. There we go. Okay. As I hide it. Okay. Use these, please? Okay. This one is called Be Not Afraid, aka Seraphim Horror Show. And thankfully, this one is not eating my frames. Hard or easy? I guess we'll go easy. Hello! Press E to examine and progress text. Allow me to be honest with you. You are going to be on a game show, but the people hosting the game show are angels. I know that sounds neat, but it is very difficult to comprehend their forms. So difficult, in fact, that if you spend more than 60 seconds doing so, you melt. But try not to worry. If you pick up a time coin, your form will be preserved for a little longer. So, as cool as being on a game show is, you really need to try and leave as quickly as you can. Good luck out there. Break a leg. Okay. Huh. Interesting visual so far. Oh. Welcome all again. We have fun here. I'm obviously your stunning, all-knowing, electrifying host, Christian Major. But I'm always afraid, no. But enough about me, let's meet our contestants. Contestant number 1 is our current reigning champion for approximately 30 minutes now. Let's see what they have to say about that. Help me. Oh, contestant 1, you're such a kidder. And you, contestant number 2, are new. Let me be the first to say, welcome home.
Alright, who is ready for a game? Time to spin the wheel and see whose game you will play. 'Tis I. I hope you are ready to use your hands. My
hands?
You will need to use your typing abilities for this one. Oh no. Oh, I can jump. Without further ado. I'm gonna embarrass myself. I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of y'all. Type the word on a monitor on your side of the screen. Make sure your fingers are on the home row. I will know if they are not. What do you mean? What do you mean you'll know? Okay. Okay. Ready, start. Help. Eve. B? Fingers. Male. Back. I am definitely not on home row. I bet they don't know. Rib, far. I'm totally hunting, pecking. A little bit, maybe? I don't know. It's kind of like a combination. Eyes. Male. Fun. Work. Whoops. Work. Good. Do I click that? Okay. Bad. I hope I got the thing. Dog. Great. This might just be a typing game. Lake, Eve, soon. Whoops. I keep typing sun. Song, dance, female, mouse. Whoops. Mushroom. Nobody gets ready to clip. Front. Friend. Cult. What? What? Cult. Music. Believe. Sing. I'm doing fine. How? Whoops. House. Afraid. Wow, we have 46 points. Our enemy has like 10. Bay. Grove. Grove. Purgatory. Just imagine getting summoned to a game show with angels and you're just like in a spelling bee. That's essentially what this is. Medium. Difficult. Crucify. Crucify. I feel like this is probably all that's going on here. Oops. Pleasure. Backstage. That's kind of sus. Behavior. You can just blame it on the new keyboard. Yeah. On my nice new keyboard. Whoops. Revelation. Collide. Sprint. Library. Ingle. Almightly. Mightly animals. Control plant. Oh no, the control plant. What? Cherub. Alpha, Omega. Kristen. I didn't expect it to actually have Omega after Alpha. Oops. Venus. Freedom. Seraphim. I was kind of... I feel like this would have been nice if it was like the Dead Letter game that we played that one time. Because that one was really nice, but this one's just like, okay, we just typing. We just typing here. Frog sports. Mister. Oh! Whoa, whoa. Hang on there, buddy. You're going so dang fast we can't keep up. You're going to bust that old computer monitor we found, or worse. We'll run out of words. Let us find a different game for you. Oh, okay. This isn't all that it is. We have a new winner. Current champ, are you even trying? For what feels like many years, I have been the target for this cruel game, and I can feel the limits of my body approaching. Soon, the righteous fire shall claim my mortal form. But what solace or meaning is there in death in this realm? Oh, wait. Maybe I'm fine. Wow, what a drama queen. That one, huh, folks? Guess we only have one contestant now. Let's have some fun on this show. Next up, the carousel selects me. Hee-hoo, lucky you. Oh, they're kind of neat looking. You get to play my game. You get to play with my fantastic floral friends. You get to win a fabulous prize. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully it's not more typing. Finger munching good. Move with WASD, speed up with click, reach your hand into the pit of finger munching plants and reach for the treasure. Don't get bit, you. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yum. Oh gosh. Ah! Oof, that smarts. Okay. I was getting too confident. This song's pretty neat. It's pretty chill. Oh no. I didn't need those two fingers anyway, it's fine. Ooh, we have a coin. We have a coin. It's past all of these little finger munching guys, but I think... Yay! Okay. It's like this is what angels do in like limbo. Just like, well, we don't know where you're going, so you know, might as well have fun with you. You know? I'm getting too confident. I probably could have almost gotten bit there. Oh no. No! No! I've only got 2 fingers left. Okay. Okay, we got this. I've got so much time. This is what happened to Icarus, right? No! No, we only have rhythm. Oh gosh. Okay. We just have to be very careful from here on. It's like, instead of coins, can I have some spare fingers? I don't think those grow back. Oh gosh. Okay. It's like I keep being super confident and it's just like, okay, I don't want my last finger to be nibbled. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, there's so many coins. I just need fingers. I need fingers. Doom 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 doom. Oh wait. Fertilizer. Well, I'll be, you found it. Fertilizer, what a wonderful gift. From me to you, Hee-hoo. Wow, can you please stop saying Hee-hoo? You know everyone hates it. I hate it so much. Time to spin the carousel once again. So, contestant, if you complete this next game, you'll be the new champion. We will all love you so much. Maybe even more than we do right now? You're doing such a good job. I think it's safe to bet that you'll be our best player a few years from now. Not that any of us concede on or condone betting, of course, obviously. Just saying that since you're here forever now, you're going to get very good at these games. Anyway, let's spin that wheel. Thumb is the most special fingers because it's not gnomed, right? Can look the left? Maybe. I guess we'll just have to learn to draw with our left hand. The wheel selects me. I need your help. Come with me. What can we help you with in this game show? Find me. I will tell you the code. Return to the terminal and input the code. Do this 3 times. Beware cherubim. Okay. Okay. This might be tricky. Should be able to. We have quite some time though. You're probably cherubim, so I need to avoid you. Let's see. Oh, hi. Hello. Wait, come back. I need your code. 9380. 9380. Oh gosh, we need to figure out where the pin pad was. 9380. 9380. Oh gosh. Why does shift make us walk? Okay. Okay, you're not the person I need to avoid. 9380. 9380. Where is your pen pad? Where is it? Where? I'm confused. Where is it? Where is it? I just know that it's 9380. I am not good at mazes. No. Go whence you came. No! Oh. 9380. Okay. Need to do that 2 more times. I don't know what the beep boops do for me. Maybe it's positive, maybe it's negative. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You see, nope, no, not you. I don't got a code. Yo! No! Okay. At least we have plenty of time, and I don't think we have lives. I don't even know if it's taking time from us. It's so quiet in this maze. Ma'am! Ma'am! Ma'am, where are you? I need 2 more codes from you, ma'am. 4478. Okay, from where did I came? Four, 478, right? I think it was that. I think it was 4478. Where is anything? Is it over here? No. Of course it's not. Give me a coin. Toss a coin to your dragon. Ma'am, I don't know where the pin pad is. Is it over here? Can you guide it? Guide me to it, ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am, I'm lost. I am lost. I am lost. Where are you? Okay, just return me from whence I came. 4, 4, 7, 8. I don't know if that's accepting it? Because it's not doing anything like... Okay. 2, 4, 5, 3. 2, 4, 5, 3. 2, 4, 5, 3. Oh no, it resets when they catch us. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So it's just a very tough maze to get around. No, not you. You're not who I want. You're not who I want. Not you either. Ma'am! 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 2, 6, 13. Okay. 2, 6, 13. Now to just find our way back. 2, 6, 13. Oh, man. Why'd it have to be a maze? Okay, cool. 2, 6, 13. Okay, cool. And you just need one more. Just one more. Oh, hi. I almost, pressed the shift button, which would have made me go slower than them. No! 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 Okay. Where are you? Doko. Oh, hi. 1864. Okay, 1864. 1864. Yay! Okay, wow, that was not a problem for you. Definitely not a problem at all. Thank you. We shall head back now. Thank you. You have proven your worth. Wow, you really did it. You may even be on your way to winning a prize. Why, I might even say, huh? Now, why would that happen? Unless... Oh no. Huntress, you are needed backstage. I am led to believe a demon has somehow infiltrated our studio again. Hunt it down. Do I have to? Demon hunting again? Don't I have any say in this? Well, this contestant has proven quite handy. Take it with you. Okay, fine. Come with me. I get to hunt demons. Hopefully I get some coins. Okay. Weapon. There is a demon backstage desecrating our sanctum. I command you to drill its revolting eyes. No! Not its eyes! Why its eyes? Man. Okay. Oh, the actual heckin' drill. Okay. Hi, are you the demon? I am here to drill your eyeballs, I guess. Hello? Oh. I don't like the movement here. Why am I Toho drilling? Why is this? What? Oh my gosh, really? Get over there. Get over there. Drill. Huh. Just straight up like early 2000s skateboard game music. What is the heck? This is not the direction I thought it would go. My hitbox is way too large for me to do a Toho drill here. The music is really fun, honestly. Okay, get over there! Get over there now! Okay, just shove our way in there. Oh, hello? It ran away. Why did it run away? Why am I even asking that? Okay. Oh, is it you? Is this you? You demons. I'm just gonna force my way through these bullets. Oh gosh. How am I expected to actually get through this when I'm like so wide? I'm so large. No. Okay. Oh gosh. Come on, just give me oh my gosh. Okay. Give me a second. I can only do so much with tank controls. Get back here. Get over here. Gosh. I'm not a fan of these drill controls. There we go. I don't have to get into the center. I just have to be there. Haha, I got you. It ran away. I think I killed it. I don't know about you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is where all my time was supposed to be. Hello, can I have some coins? It's still hiding around here. You must be careful. I bet it has diseases from that nasty place it crawled out of. It might try and grab you with one of its disgusting hands. No! Oh no! There was nothing here. Toho drilling of the demon eyes, yes. Let's see. Drill of eyes. Oh, thank you. Okay. Got a coin. Got more coins. Okay, there's more coins over there. Hello, coins? No? Okay, bye. Okay, got a coin over here. Can I? Thank you. Thank you. Kitty. Oh. Good job, kitty. Parkour. Parkour. And parkour. And parkour. Jump. And jump. Okay. There's nothing. That seems suspicious. That seems suspicious. Guess I gotta go back. Aw, man. So... Hello? Ew. That thing is still around here somewhere. Don't you know how dangerous they are? Please get rid of it. I didn't see it anywhere. You? Because I looked in all the places. I think I got him. Did I not? I don't know why my light is repeatedly like, going out randomly. Okay, well there was there was a thing of it's nothing over there, so there must be nothing. Unless it was too early. Which could be. Oh! Oh, let me get this coin first. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Hello. This is probably not the best way to have gone. Nope. Oh gosh. Why do they have to give this drill tank controls for a Toho section? Okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh. I hate tank controls. Okay. Nah. Okay, let me just get a little bit at you. Little drill bit at ya. Just a wee drill. This music goes so hard, right? It's like this music is making it not as bad for this section. I really hope that like my time isn't like going as I'm doing this. I don't think it is. Okay, come on. Get that past me. Okay. Ooh! I did a little damage. Okay. Might be able to get it. Stop crying at me, demon. Stop it! Imagine if Toho had tank controls. That they would probably not be as popular as it is if it had tank controls. Gosh, just get me over there. Okay, come on. Come on! Come on! Ingy. Oh. I'm so surprised that that was the perfect spot for me. No! Okay. Get down on the ground. What do you mean I ran away? Back here. Oh no, it does take my time. I only have 42 seconds to do this. No! I'm not gonna be able to do this. No! We were doing so good! More or less popular, no in between, yeah. True. Because it could be a thing of like, oh, it has tank controls, making it the hardest bullet hell, which means people love it. No, get up there. No, don't run away. Don't run away. No! No! We melted! It appears you have met with an unfortunate end. This is the remainder of your existence. Unless you want to try again. Well, where does it start us if we try again? From the very beginning. From the very beginning. He didn't even have a score to have kept. Guess what you ate for supper? I don't know. What Okay, let's go to a different game. I do wanna... Jeez, that was easy too. Can you imagine what that section would be at if it was heckin' hard mode? It was already really tough. Man, you had stew.
Oh, nice. That's why you have stew on the mind. Okay, let's see. That was interesting.
Let's see. We will go with...
We'll go with this one.
I have to make sure that it, like, whether or not it'll open in its own folder, or I have to have it be in a new folder.
Let me see. This one is gonna be called Elevator Hitch. And I have a feeling it doesn't have its own section, but I will check just in case.
More than likely, we will have to stay in the... Oh! It does have a category. So let's go ahead and do that. And then go back over here. And then actually have it selected.
So do you want a game capture or a window capture game? Do you want to be a window capture? You want to be a window capture, okay. For some reason you also detect the top of the window. Interesting. We can just scoot that on up there. There we go. It's not too shabby.
Oh, there is like a little bit of a...
Okay, there we go. That should be good.
I'm a different face shape.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I have more of a chin. It's just slightly different.
This game is a work of fiction. There may be contents of graphic death, blood, gore, violence, body horror, disturbing imagery, and audio something. Oh, we get to move a camera?
Why do I have to hold... Why do I need a function key?
I'm concerned. I hope my function key works. I think it does. Press Z to enter. Oh, right. I was playing around with stuff and set it to Z. Oops. You walk inside the lobby. It's busy. There's a reception desk, but they're on the phone. They shoo you away before you can ask anything. It's a normal amount of people to be here. It's not a weekend, but it still feels crowded. They all seem to know where they're going. You're a soon-to-be employee here. You have somewhere to be, too. It's easy to get lost here. Your interview is not on the first floor. You know that at least.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a different shape.
The elevator doesn't have anyone inside when it opens for you. Press Z to enter. I feel so silly for accidentally mapping something to Z. Just, ooh, demons. You step inside and click the... Hold the door! As I was saying, traffic was awful today, am I right? Taxi barely made it on time. Not like the boss will take that excuse again. I'm kind of trying to open the scene. Top floor? Actually, I'm going to see you too? What a coincidence! Oh god. Don't think I've seen you around before. Who are you? 1. Introduce yourself. 2. I'm the new guy. 3. Who are you?
Ooh.
I am the demonized yes. Well, yes, I accidentally mapped it to Z though. Maybe let me fix that real quick. Why is it just white when it was not selected? Okay, anyway. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh gosh. Which one was it? I think it's this one. Yeah. So we'll just set it to that key for now. Totally not scuff. Don't worry. Don't worry about the scuff. I don't remember what the choices were. I'm the new guy. I'm here for an interview with... Oh, so you're the new... I getcha. I've been here for ages, and you won't have to worry at all as long as I'm here. Introduce yourself. I'm not 100% sure who, like, which of these two we are. But I'm not sure with that. I think, like, we must be this guy, but, like, I don't know. Maybe it had a wrong portrait. We'll introduce ourselves. 3, whatever I say doesn't matter to you, does it? Sorry, I didn't catch all that. Whatever who says doesn't matter to... What? Whatever who said this doesn't matter to me? Never mind. I'm confused. You guys stop kidding yourself, right? I guess. That doesn't usually happen, right? Why are you asking me? You think I know every office-related problem? A call help button. Try calling for help? Sure. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello, this is Manuel speaking, the building maintenance and safety head. What can I help you with? Oh, thank God. Yes, we're stuck in one of the elevators. Can you help us get the doors open? Are you still there? What can I help you with? We're stuck in an yes, I can send help with that. Our safety team is on its way. Make sure not to stand too close to the walls. If someone is injured, do not look at them. And finally, press X, or don't press X, and we'll be there to assist you within the next 30 seconds. Don't press X? Thank you so much. Did he hang up? Thank you for calling the building maintenance and safety head. Goodbye. I love you. What? What did he say at the end there? The call clicks off. Okay, so I think the thing that is confusing me is that when the other guy is talking, we still have our portrait. It's just the color is different. Okay. So it just doesn't want us to hit X. So was the I love you in the script? It sounded like everything he was saying was scripted before that bit. You heard that too? I couldn't tell either. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. It just really seemed out of left field. Help has arrived. The elevator door finally opens. Hi, sorry about that. Thank you so much for coming so quickly. Okay, guys. I see. Okay. let's actually press X then, I guess. Think I know every office related problem? What the was that? That thing, did you not? What, do you mean, are you really that scared by the lights flickering? No, it's, yeesh, the newbies get sadder every year. What, do you need to hold my hand or something? No, it's just, sorry, I must be seeing things. Why don't you believe me? Sorry, I must be seeing things, I guess. Exactly, that's the spirit. He's being way too optimistic about that. Also, I'm learning that I need to remap some of my keys. It won't budge, it's stuck. I can see that. It's honestly kind of hard to watch. It's not like you're offering any help. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Force open the door, empty pockets, stop talking. Just give me your money. Force open the door. Could you help me force it open? With you, we might be strong enough. You're too weak. Not strong enough. Need the big man's help, huh? You can really not... Well, what am I if not helpful? Step aside, let me try. Your coworker pulls at the door. The door doesn't seem to be budging. He might be crying. Do you need any? Sorry, pal. This thing's way too strong for anyone to get open. It's impossible. Guess someone will have to find a different way out. It's fine. Thanks for trying. Kind of. Are the buttons still... Huh. This isn't the floor I needed to get to. But there may be something we can use to safely get out of here on this floor. We should check this floor for anything useful. Good idea. I was about to say the exact thing. So, do you want to step out and check it out? Wait, you want me to go? I'm more of an ideas man. Sorry, pal. But it was my idea. Maybe you can head out while I stand guard in here. Make sure nothing bad happens while you're doing the easy work. But what if it's dangerous? I'm sure you'll think of something. You're the ideas man after all. I'll head out to see if it's safe. Let's throw one of your shoes to make sure it's safe. Let's do that one. One of my what? Do you even realize how ridiculous that request is? Apparently not. Then let me explain it to you. These are Augusti Koth 73. I'm throwing issue. Hey, what? The shoe lies unharmed. Count yourself lucky. Exit the floor? Sure. Are all the cubicles this small? I wouldn't know. I had an impressive enough first interview to get an office to myself. Would you happen to be related to any of the CEOs? How'd you know? Lucky guess. A messy cigarette tray covered in ash with burnt cigarettes scattered around it. Pick up a burnt cigarette? I don't see why, necessarily. So, say no. An office phone. Dial a number? Sure. Might be a good idea. Oh, 911. Click. It immediately hung up. How dare. Seems like you dialed the wrong number. Okay. A prop computer doesn't seem to work. In fact, it seems to be made of cardboard. Seems stuck to the floor. Going through someone else's drawers is pretty rude. Open the drawers, yeah. I found a job application questionnaire. What is the strongest attribute of a great employee? Ambition, morality, functional left kidney, reliability. What is the second stage of grief, anger, bargaining, confusion, depression? I don't remember. Let's see. How long do spent nuclear fuel rods remain radioactive? 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, 100,000 years. 14, B, 32. Oh, 14, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 46, 10, and 10, 28. Fill out the questionnaire. No, I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. I guess... Is this one a different one? Perhaps? No, okay. Let's see... It said something about arrows. Oh, that changed my keyboard colors. How do I leave? No, not to the title. There are other cubicles, but they're empty and look the same as this one. Office phone, that's not where I clicked, but okay. I guess we might go through these, maybe? Sure. Question 1. What is the strongest attribute of a great employee? Choose from the following answers. Ambition, morality, functional kidney, and reliability. I feel... Those are all pretty good attributes. But I don't know how it would want me to answer. Maybe the left kidney one? You chose answer C. Question 2. What is the second stage of grief? I feel like it's either anger or confusion. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe I feel like it's anger. Anger. How long do spent nuclear fuel remain radioactive? 10,000 years sounds about right. Possibly. Hello, Lisa!
11,
hello,
my favorite
hello.
number. Happy New Year and new model hype.
Yes, new model hype. Thank you for the resub. How are you doing? How are you doing? We're doing this little game called Elevator Pitch. It has multiple endings. The first ending, we got shot in the face. So you know, not doing the best, but you know. But yeah, now we're doing the little questionnaire that I feel almost like we're supposed to actually have the questions or the answers for this before we do this, but you know, I can't leave this room, so I'll go with E. I'll go with E because I like those numbers. Put the finished form back in the drawers. You hear something rattling inside. When you open it again to check, you notice the form has been replaced with something else. Did we do it? I'm well vibing on my way on my work break. Noise. Hopefully work is going well for ya. No, stop trying to eat my tail. Okay, I think that's 421923. I think 421923. 421 421 4211923. Click. Immediately hung up. Maybe that first one was a 9 instead of a 4. You deserve a treat. I'll deliver it to you next time. I'll call. Make sure to come pick it up. I don't know if that helps us. I don't know. Oh, that puts us back in the elevator. Okay. Okay. Let's go. This button doesn't seem to work. Okay. How about floor 8? I have to see the VOD after work is done so I can see all the cool stuff. Yeah. Okay. Is that... why do I look like that? We look pretty happy.
Who are you? This is my colleague, and I'm the newest employee here. It's nice meeting some friendly faces. And who would you two be? Avoid the question, introduce yourselves. I'm gonna avoid the question. We don't know if these are Fae. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I? It's not every day you meet someone like you. What brings you two here? Are you lost? Kind of? We'll say no. No, I think we can find our way out just fine. How about you? Well, who the hell are you? Are you okay? Ooh. Who are you? I already told you, I'm the newest employee here. And I don't believe that. Who the hell are you? We're you, all right? Captain Obvious over here. Can't you see how moronic of a question that is? I think we should go. No. No, 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 no. No, you aren't allowed to just leave. You aren't allowed to just go whenever you want. You haven't earned that. I think we have another ending. Stranger danger. Okay. Oh no, we'll never know. We'll never know what the thing we got for the phone call. You can play the phase game back to them to get their name. Yeah, but apparently not. Changeling spotted, right? Oh, but nope. We did. You think I know every office-related question? I think I just died. Oh, did you? I might have been looking away. Do you not remember? Do you not care? Do you not remember? Oh no, that couldn't have been it. My memory is great. Maybe you suffered some brain damage? Never mind. Forget I said anything. You hear a phone ringing from the distance. Would that be back on the floor we were earlier?
Look how cake! I have a cake! A sweet looking cake. Take it? Yes. Take this cake. Took the cake. Yay!
Are we... I guess we're done with this room then. I mean, the cake didn't kill us, so it's not too bad. Let's see, I kind of don't want to go on to floor 8 then. So we'll go on to floor 7. Calling a changeling because honestly, I explain a lot about my personality. Did finally finish making Almukade D&D race. I'm proud but also concerned about the outcome. Oh no!
Well, I'm glad. I'm curious as to what will be on there. That was it the Just Bunny race or was there other stuff in it? Centipede monster. Oh, ooh, I will be interested in that. Yes.
Smells like roadkill in here. Something's definitely rotting. Let's go in. Your coworker casually rests a hand against the wall while waiting for you. Ugh, it's disgusting in here. Could we hurry it up? His hand is now covered with blood. Seems there's blood coating everything in here. I'm gonna go back to keep being the lookout. You've been a real help. Good luck, buddy. He's wiping his hand on my suit. An animal carcass that looks identical to the body next to it. There are cutting lines drawn around it. I don't think we have any sharp instruments. Sharp-looking hooks are dangling down from the ceiling. An animal carcass that looks identical. I feel like we'd come back here later. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to floor 5. Let's see what we got. Huh. My mouth tastes funny. A smudged writing on the walls. Case. Your nose starts bleeding. The back of your throat tastes like tinfoil. I'm not feeling good. I think we should. Oh, we got radiation. I see. Okay. So don't go to floor 5. Gotta get back to work. Have a great rest of stream. Yay! I know every office-related problem. Yeah, I get the gimmick. No, seriously, I think I'm dying. Really? How long have you been working here? People don't usually start saying that until at least a few months in. Oh no. Okay. So, have we been to floor 1 yet? This button doesn't seem to work. Okay. How about 2? Okay, we got a chair and a void circle. Ugh, something about this room feels awful. Like chewing on wads of cotton. Tell me about it. Who would pair Heart of Palm wall paint with beach dune carpeting? I'd argue there's more upsetting parts, but he's not wrong about the color choices either. A sticky note stuck to the wall. Give it something alive. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Buddy friendo. Do you think this hole is made for you? It seems stuck to the floor. A lot of stuck chairs. A hole in the wall. Put something in it? Is it gonna give me a choice? Because I don't want to put myself in it. Oh! Oh, we still have the cake! Neither of those are living, though. Oops. Ahaha. Ahaha. The hole was made for me. It was my hole. Okay. So... then I wonder what the living thing we're gonna get is. Oh, we're just like skipping that guy. Let's go on to floor 3, I guess? The elevator feels weirdly humid. My glasses start fogging up when looking too close. Why can't I see anything? You can feel a warm breeze on your face. It's coming from the front. I think there's a creature. Step in. Might as well. Might as well. We didn't even... Hey, does it still eat us if we don't go in? If we say no to going in, does it still eat us? I didn't even get a chance to see what was inside or what killed me for that matter. You can feel a warm breeze on your face. It's coming from the front. Step in now. No. Okay. Okay. I wonder if B is just like you do it a second time. The music's nice here. Huh? It's not opening. I'm not too worried about it. For all we know, the answer's probably right behind our noses. You mean under? That's what I said. Huh, it's not opening. I'm not too worried about it. For all we know, the answer's probably right behind our noses. I'm curious as to like what it was saying about the because it definitely had something with the function keys, but I don't know. Okay, well. No, wait, 5 was radiation. Why did I do that? No. Okay. Shouldn't be here for long. Okay. What happens if we go to 8 again? Are you okay? Why wouldn't I be? I just wanted to check. Do you remember anything strange at all? Not that I can recall. Why do you ask? It's just... Never mind. Make sure to stay safe is all. Aw, yeah. You know, the trick to negotiations is to crack the weaker one first. When they get desperate enough, then you throw them a bone by acting like you understand them. And you'll hook them up for sure. Sure you don't remember anything? Remember what? Never mind. So, Who are you? This is my colleague, and I'm the newest employee here. It's nice meeting some friendly faces, and who would you two be? So... I am curious. I feel like we are gonna get most of the deaths here. Because I'm just curious as to what'll happen if we immediately introduce ourselves. The name's Clayton Cox, don't wear it out. Well, it's great to meet you two. If I can ask, what's brought you both here? Exploring, looking for help, looking for an exit? We'll say exploring. Have you found anything then? Well, I just got an idea. Maybe we could stick with you guys and work together. Twice the eyes looking for outs. And let's be real between the two of us. It's not like these two morons are any help, right? Hey. So, what do you say? Could work. Could have him go in the hole. You know what? Sure. Well, isn't that great? You wouldn't happen to know the weight limit for these things, right? No, I don't think so. Good, just making sure. No! No! Heck. There has to be some kind of way to do that, though. I kind of want to see what happens if we do this and then press X. Try call. Hello? I'm try call. Oh no, the visuals are broken. Oh no. Might have to close and reopen. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why did it grab my window? There we go. Reasons why I hate elevators, right? Okay. Okay. Hello, is anyone there? Hello, this is Manuel speaking, the building maintenance and safety head. What can I help you with? Oh, thank God. Yes, we're stuck in one of the elevators. Can you help us get out of get the doors open? Are you still there? What can I help you with? We're stuck in an yes, I can send help with that. Our safety team is on the way. Make sure not to stand too close to the walls. If someone is injured, do not look at them. And finally, don't press X and we'll be there to assist you in the next 30 seconds. Thank you so much. Did you hang up? Thank you for calling the building maintenance and safety head. Goodbye. OBS. OBS, please. OBS. OBS. Are we back? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys? I think. Are we? Is there audio for once? Did it not take my sound with the crash? Am I here? Yay! I was so worried. Because it's like, anytime it does that, it's just like, hi, I'm taking your audio as well. But I'm glad I didn't this time. Okay. So, not much happened. If you press X, it just cancels it. So, so not too big of a thing. This button doesn't seem to work. Okay. We'll try the doppelgangers again. We just have to figure out like the actual method to dealing with them and not having them yoink us. Oh, that might be an idea. Just speaking with him. Can I speak with just him? Yes, go right ahead. Where is this? How did you get here? When did you get here? Ooh. Sorry, I am definitely not being distracted with my new keyboard. Because I found out about something. Okay. When did you get here? Well, who can say really? It's been months. The doors haven't budged. The walls go on forever. There's no way to get out besides the door. They haven't opened since we got here. What? Shut it. You have to let us take your place, please. We have to get out of here. Push them further. How long have you been stuck here? How long? His wristwatch's batteries ran out months ago. We don't know. Is that all you have with you? Just that and some scissors that were left in here. We've got nothing. Nobody's come to let us out. If you hand over the scissors and promise not to attack us, you can take our place. Oh, I see. Okay, so this way we can do the meat room. Thank you. Thank you so much. You received scissors. Sorry. You pressed the close button before they could have a chance to come inside. No, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! They're trying their best to force open the door from the other side of the elevator. Okay. Wow. Huh? Nothing. I just didn't know you had that in you. That was cold-blooded. They were gonna replace us otherwise. You wouldn't get it. No, I think I do. What? I mean, you didn't just brute force it or play dumb. You really pushed him to his limit, got him to open up before taking what you needed. You'd make a great employee here, is all I'm saying. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, I get it. What, you think I'm a part of this somehow, too? Don't you trust me? Ooh. This seems like an important question. How hungry are they? They're probably super hungry. There's probably like, if we believe that this building is like vaguely like an SCP almost, we could probably say that it probably like gives you some kind of energy of some kind to like make you not starve to death. But like, you know, although they are on a time loop, so I'm not 100% sure. I didn't change my push notification thing for today's stream, did I? We'll say yes. Don't necessarily trust him, but I trust you. See, you got nothing to worry about. You're with the same me as always. Unfortunately. Did you say something? It was nothing. Okay, so that was floor 4, I think? I think it was floor 4 for the meat room. No, this one doesn't open. That's right, that's right. Was it 3? Was 3 the meat room? Or was it 7? I didn't even get a chance to see what was inside or what killed me for that matter. Okay, so maybe it was 7. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're in the meat room. An animal carcass that looks identical to the body next to it. There are cutting lines drawn around it. Cut open the carcass. Yes. You cut through the carcass by following the dotted line. You found a bag full of rotting organs all squeezed in inside the carcass. Okay. Okay. Seems like the floor was waiting to replace it with fresh meat. Okay. Butchered. Okay, so maybe the one on the right is better to cut. Maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. We'll try that. This is very interesting. Okay. It somehow smells worse than before in here. Okay. Let's cut this one. There are cutting lines. Yes. Cut through the carcass by following the dotted line. Ooh. What is that? You found a screwdriver placed inside the carcass amongst the organs. Take the screwdriver. Yes. I don't know what I need it for, but push your hand through the insides of the carcass. It makes a disgusting squelching sound as its warm blood soaks the end of your suit. You took the screwdriver. So... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Guess we have to go somewhere. Let me see. A keyhole with the word lobby written above it. Currently on floor 4. Whoops. Already here. Inventory. Why do we need a screwdriver? Because we can't... Yeah, we can't go to those. Was there anything in the radioactive area that we needed? Or are we gonna feed like the... Shouldn't be here for long. Smudge written on the wall. Okay. Maybe we'll see if we can feed it to the thing? I feel like probably not the case. Wait, this isn't the right one. Give it something alive. Is the cake alive? Probably not. I'm gonna try. No! No! I selected the wrong thing. No. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to go to a different floor anyway. Can you stop talking? Why would anyone want me to do that? Forget it. He wasn't even talking to begin with. What if he has something in his pockets, I wonder? I didn't even get a chance to see what was inside or what killed me for that matter. It doesn't really give me a chance to do anything other than step in. You know what? Sure. Sure, let's go in. see. Okay. Let's try having him empty his pockets. Can you empty your pockets? We might be able to find something useful between the two of us. Oh, darn. Oh, sorry, man. Real sorry. I left everything I own in my office. Sorry, ish. I don't have anything on me. Oh, man. Real sorry. Do you maybe have to at least check your pockets first? How about you? Anything out of use? Screwdriver? Can't really select anything. Oh! I do, actually. Then why are you asking for mine? Don't be greedy now. Never mind. Sweet-looking birthday cake. Okay, we already did that. And then... Did it say anything about the cake? Yeah, it just looks sweet. It's coated with dry blood. Wonder... Because the cake seems like it would be a good, like, thing for this area. But, like, we can't really... Huh, it's not opening. I'm not too worried about it. For all we know, the answer is probably right behind our nose. Behind our nose. Behind our nose? I'm still really confused about the heckin' light thing. Or the camera thing that it mentioned at the beginning. Because I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so 1 and 9 don't bring us anywhere. Number 2... I mean, we can try... We can try and see if it'll like the cake. I don't think it counts as live, but we'll try it. Because we kind of messed up last time. Okay. Give the cake. The cake is not alive. Let me see. Is there maybe something perhaps that we have missed in the radioactive room? Anything in here? A warning. Your nose starts bleeding. The back of your throat tastes like tinfoil. Ah! Ah! My face! I just look like I've seen something. I was just so focused on reading. Also, I did that like slightly wrong, but that's okay. Hopefully that's okay. I'm still getting used to my. I'm still getting used to my little thing. Okay. The tail grow back. Maybe I don't. Do you want? Are you wanting to eat it too, nobody? Are you all trying to eat my tail? Okay. Let's see. Can we go back in there and the timer restarts? Okay. Smudge written on the wall. Feel like it'll melt just by looking at the pool. You know, starts bleeding. Okay. Being good no tail touch, no tail munch, yeah. What does that do? Okay, that just... Is this where we do the... Oh! I see. Okay. No smoking sign. Make any progress? Your coworker is taking out a cigarette. I don't think you're allowed to be smoking that in here. Says who? Nobody important, never mind. Why didn't you say you had a lighter? Do we need the lighter for anything? I guess we can be like, why didn't you say you had a lighter? You never asked for one. Well, then, can I have that one? Are you kidding? This is a Sunhill signature brass plating lighter. I'm not gonna let anyone play with it. Seems a bit much just for a cigar lighter. What else would you use it for? I don't know. Let me see. So something might be here on floor 4. Eh? Part of the wall's sewn up. Cut wallpaper with the scissors? Sure. Probably isn't the best idea, but I'll do it. The entire elevator wall seems to be made up of pulsating mass of flesh. There is an old computer screen squeezed in amongst the lump. Something must be inserted for it to be booted up. Well, I don't think we have anything for that. Unless they want a cake. A vent. It's screwed in tight. You can hear something scratching from the inside. Unscrew the vent with the screwdriver. I don't know if this is the right floor to do that on, but we'll do it anyway. You pulled open the vent shaft. A rat! It squeaks at you. Ah, what is that? How to get in there? Close the vent, close the vent! We have to give the whole rat. Oh no. Oh no, the poor rat. You're touching it? Why are you holding it? Put it back! What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? You're the one holding that disgusting thing with your bare hands! Do you realize how dangerous that thing is? That's so cute! You're doing that on purpose! Okay, so now we get to go over here and we need to go on to floor 2. I'm sorry, little buddy. I'm sorry, little buddy. I'm sorry, little buddy. But this is what it wants me to do. Yeah. The rat starts trembling. It squirms as it desperately tries to escape your grip. Oh, I don't wanna. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go to floor 4. Let's do that before we sacrifice the rat. Okay. So behind our noses. Oh. I see. Huh? Whoa, something up? You got all stiff and weird looking. Nothing, it's just... Was that door always there? Not that I can remember, no. Right, must be getting deja vu, sorry. What's familiar about it? It reminds me of my old place. The floors would creak loudly, I could barely get any sleep, I hid everything I owned, oh no. Could barely get any sleep. Probably your head playing tricks on you. Try not to get too distracted by any of that. Alright, thanks. Shit, the floors creak whenever I go. I need to make this quick. With some bedside drawers. Open them? Sure? You opened the drawers. Nothing. You can hear a voice coming from downstairs. Sweetie, is that you? Are you awake? A box hidden under the bed. Open it. Yes. You opened the box. Nothing but a useless drawing. What are you doing up there? You're supposed to be asleep. A mirror hanging above the bed. Flip it to look at the back. Yes. You flipped the mirror. Nothing but you. You better be sleeping when I get there. Okay, let's get out of there then.
Hello, Mint. How are you doing? I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you around. Do you like my new form? I go blip. I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. Haven't come in a while. Yee. But yes, now you see my new form. My new form. With my even bigger tail. Look how large it is. It's so big. Okay, we're playing elevator hitch, and there's a lot of different endings, but like it's kind of meant to have you go through a whole bunch. Don't ask Mint to eat my tail, Rocket. But thank you, Mint. I put a lot of work into it.
Okay. Hopefully this will be like how it is for the radiation room. A neatly made bed. Look under the sheets. Yes. You looked under the sheets. You found a sleeping pill? Sleeping pill. You could probably hide the sleeping pill in the cake. You combined the two. You now have a drugged cake. What do I need a... What do I need a drugged cake for? Don't let them hear you. Bright light keeps the monsters away. Oh, maybe. Okay. I guess that's all I need? Nobody knows the answer to that question. Just gonna ask. It's going all right.
Good.
What do we need for this thing? The entire elevator wall is made up of a pulsating mass of flesh, computer screen. Something must be inserted for it to be booted up. Okay. So obviously since it didn't prompt us for anything. Okay. I was still being like, where was it wanting us to look up and down? Maybe it wants the cake? I don't know. I don't want to sacrifice the rat. I don't want to sacrifice the rat, but like, let me stretch. Oh, lots of stretch. Because we need to sacrifice the rat. We have a drugged cake. Which we might feed to the entity on the 3rd floor. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that rat. Sorry, little buddy. Sorry, little buddy. Rat starts trembling. It squirms as it desperately tries to escape your grip. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. Put your hand in the hole and let the rat go. Huh? You can hear a low whisper coming from the hole. Rise. Rise? You can hear a low whisper. Right. Or raise, I guess. What does that mean? Like go to the next floor up, or one of those is supposed to be a sippy. Nah, just lots of stretch. I didn't even get a chance to see what was inside. You can feel a warm breeze. I mean, Maybe it'll be fine? No? Hmm. Hmm. Why would it tell us to rise? Hmm. I wonder what happens if we go back here. Do you think they're still mad at us? Yeah, they sound like they're still mad at us. Is there anything different over here? Wait, are there more things over on this wall? No? Hmm. Okay. So yeah, I think they're pretty mad at us still. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. Running. As far as I can tell, there's not really a reason to be on this. It's opinion on mint ice cream. I like the ice cream. like mint chocolate ice cream, or like mint ice cream with like the little chocolate bits in it. Yeah, that's a good ice cream. Okay. Maybe no. Okay, those ones are still broken. Hmm. It seems like there's so many like more stickers on this wall than there is. Smoking sign. Can I have it, I guess? Sorry, pal. I've only got the one tab and I'm not sharing it. Come on, I need it. I'm not splitting my cigarette with you. No matter how nicely you ask, newbie. No, not your cigarette, your... this is going nowhere. Steel lighter. I don't know what I need it for, but sure. I'll yoink it. Wait, hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? I already told you, this thing isn't cheap. I'm trying to do something useful so we can get out. If you actually cared to help, you would have just handed that to me from the start. Do you think sharing everything I owned got me to the position of being able to afford this? Lay off and find something else. I'll use what I have however I Okay. What endings have we got? I wish there was like a way of keeping track of it. The toothpaste ice cream? I don't think so. I wouldn't say. I feel like toothpaste has like a different taste profile than regular mint. That or it's like the texture that makes it different for me, but I don't know. In my mind, they're kind of separate. Maybe we missed something in this room? Maybe? But yeah, I wouldn't say it's toothpaste ice cream. Box under the bed. There's an old drawing. Bright light keeps the monsters away. I think we got everything that was in here. Yeah. That was everything in there. Oh. there's a fire thing now that we've set the elevator on fire. So so maybe this will be different. I don't know. Not splitting my cigarette with you. Not the cigarette. This is going nowhere. I should find some other way to get him to let me borrow it. Don't want to end up like last time. Oh gosh. Why is it? Oh no, did I get stuck again? No! No! It's like you're dying too much. Okay. Let me do that and let me... Why does it keep selecting? Why does it keep selecting that? It's so silly. This is so rude. Okay. Back down here. Select the actual game. There we go. There we go. There we go. We can't go to 9. And we can't go to 8. What was on 7 again? Right, okay. I think we got what we needed from here. And then floor 2 told us to rise. Or raise. It's rather interesting that there's not anything... What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? Because you would think it would tell us, it would be telling us to go up here. Sweet looking birthday cake, but drugged. Feel a warm breeze. So definitely not ready for that. And then 4. We've already checked. Oh! Pachi, Pachi, Pachi! Thank you for the gifted subs, like, how are you doing? We got one for Mint, we got one for Sinbad, we got a small blue gem in Portland. And Sensation. Thank you! How are you doing, Psych? Do you like broke multiple traffic laws? Don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna be in danger. You're gonna be in danger. Wasn't your car in danger? How did that turn out? I'm assuming since you're driving now that turned out okay. Cause yeah. we also had to deal with some car things. Because of something that wasn't our fault. Like a manga character, thank you! Thank you. Also, I can go... Blip. It's not with the tongue tracking like some people have, but, you know, it works. It works. But how are you doing? How are you doing? Okay. We're playing elevator hitch and we're trying to find our way out of here. But there's a lot of death. There's a lot of death scenes. And I'm trying to figure out... Like what we're missing. Because we've got a thing over here that says cake misspelled. And we can't be in there for more than like a few seconds unless we want to die. This one... Oh, and my tail is larger. my tail is all big. It's all big. Yee. Yee. Let me see. I think we got everything in here. All these chairs are stuck to the floor. I had to go to the tow yard that I crashed next to so they could release it to a different driver that drove it back home. Ah, okay. The thighs are just like, are they not? You think? I don't know. maybe it's proportional. All the thigh thickness went to my tail. maybe. See. But I can do this. I can be all cute. I can go like this and be all cute. I think anyway. Yee. Didn't have a thigh gap before for sure. Ah, fair enough. I mean, like, I don't know. See? I don't know. Let me see. Messy cigarette tray covered in things. Oh. I guess we didn't grab that earlier. Burnt cigarette. Okay. So maybe that'll help us with something. I don't know what necessarily it will help with. Okay. Let's see. Can I have a light? Here, turns out I had one too. How can I have a light? Sure thing. Just be careful with it. You received a lighter. Ow. Why are you smacking me? Let me see. Okay. So... Oh, right. Okay. So we go to the dark room. And then we can shine it in there. Feel a warm breeze. Light up. Yes. A giant mouth. Feed it drugged cake. Yes. You threw the drugged cake in. Microwave food real quick, then be back. Okay. Hear a loud snore roaring out from inside the throat. The floor is now asleep. Should be safe to look around now. My, what sharp teeth you have. You notice something shiny is stuck between the teeth. Pull it out? Yes. You found a CD. Okay, well, at least I know where that goes. Okay, the entire elevator wall. There's an old computer screen. Insert the CD. Yes. You booted up the computer. Input a 5-digit code to gain access. All capital. 5-digit one. So, rise. Rise. You now have access to floor 9. Okay, cool. We're making progress. What did I come back to? We found a CD and a mouth. Because we were able to... Hello? Oh, goody! You made it! I was worried you'd gotten lost. Please, take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. I think I'm fine over here. Of of course, wherever you feel best. It's nice to finally get to meet you. You're here for your first day, right? How are you? I'm doing fine. I feel terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Did you have any trouble getting here? Your elevator is broken. Oh, we haven't had any issues with it before. Are you sure you were using it correctly? Did you touch anything you weren't supposed to? I don't think so. I don't know. You don't know if you were using it correctly, or you don't know if you were touching anything. Well, if it was too difficult to understand, I'm sure someone will help you next time. I see you had a senior to help you with any questions you had. How was your time spent with your colleague? He was unhelpful, but better than being alone. He was helpful and great to have around. He was a good resource. He was totally useless. Good to have around. So it was decent companionship, but indecent aid. One way of phrasing it, yeah. Well, you can get that from a bobblehead, can't you? If something's only productive because it's nice to be around, consider if it's worth the trouble of having. You consider bobbleheads decent companionship? Speaking of how easily you fared getting here, are your lungs working all right? What? I'll just jot that down as no then. Well, that's just the question. It's just that the question caught me off guard. If that's the case, you may need to get your lungs checked. What is your greatest fear? Failing this interview, having a job being replaced? Do you want me to answer like truthfully, or? If I have right now, or if I've seen them today. Person floating on cloud. Yeah, we'll answer that one. Oh, what's so scary about that? I mean, why would we be hiring someone new anyways if there wasn't a position that needed replacing? How did you hear about this position? Well, I heard about it through the paper. And what about it drew you to it? What made you want this job? Being part of something bigger than myself, being able to make a living wage? Seen as capable. I don't know. That one. You don't know. I don't want to be here. I guess I just thought, why not? Why shouldn't I? What would you consider your biggest weaknesses? Personality, indecisiveness, point and click escape rooms? I'll say indecisiveness. That's nothing to worry about. Our policies here are pretty forgiving if you end up saying the wrong thing, or have a hard time making a decision. Consequences to previous mistakes are always something that you can learn from. Just remember, you'll always have the chance to make a different choice. If you have more questions, we can loop back around to the topic later. That's fine, I think I'm getting the point. Last but not least, why should we hire you? He clipped my stream yesterday but never spoke or did anything, and it was weird, oh no. No, nobody felt like lurking that day. Let's see. I'm irreplaceable. I have a functional left kidney. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Did you have any questions on your end? Well, thanks again for making it. I've got another meeting soon, so we'll have to discuss further inquiries later. Oh, but one more thing. He reaches to shake your hand. That is my face. I see a lot of areas for growth from you. I'm afraid in order for you to work here, we'll have to make some changes. Here, let me lend you a hand. I'm hired! We got the job! I wonder, but we don't know what's on floor 1 yet. Right, we did it! Can we open 1 yet? No. I want to know what's on floor 1. What if we just answer, like, very terribly? I don't know what terrible answers would be here, but you made it. I was worried you'd gotten lost. Please take a seat. I feel You can maybe take a seat this time. Oh, thank you. Fantastic. I'm enjoying all these endings a lot. Or just Goofy scream. In hindsight, that was the only way that was gonna go. Okay. So I think I'm fine over here. Of course, wherever you feel best. It's nice finally getting to meet you. You're here for your first day. How are you? Let's just have it be like negative all around. Did you have any trouble getting here? It was heck. That difficult, hmm? Did you think of asking anyone for help? Well, that's all right. That's all right. I trust you'll be able to find your way around eventually. I see you had a senior to help with questions you had. How was your time spent with your colleague? He was unhelpful, but better than being alone. He was helpful and great to have around. He was a good resource. He was totally useless. Hey. So you'd say you got absolutely nothing out of having someone who worked here with you? Pretty much. Even though he has more work experience than you, even though he's infinitely more qualified, even though slandering higher-ups is something that an entry-level position isn't qualified to be doing, well, it's fine. We'll make sure to have you work on your own in the future if that's more helpful. Speaking of how easily you fared getting here, are your lungs working all right? No. Ah. Is something wrong? No, just... what a horrible shame. He couldn't sound more disappointed. What is your greatest fear? Failing this interview, having a job, being replaced? We'll say having a job this time. What about anything that you've seen here that could be scary? A few things come to mind. I'm sure you'll get used to it eventually. Most everyone here does anyway. How did you hear about this position? Well, I heard about it through the paper, and what about it drew you to it? What made you want this job? Being part of something bigger than myself, being able to make a living wage. We'll do that one. Oh, but work here is so much more than just another step to your paycheck. Why? Why is it more than just getting paid? Can't I just clock in for work, do what's asked of me, get my paycheck, and live more personally on my own time? I don't think he liked that. Did I say something wrong? What would you consider your biggest weaknesses? My personality, indecisiveness, point and click escape rooms. Personality or the escape rooms? That is a large portion of the workload here. Would something more exciting be a better fit for you? Like what? You're leaning too close to the edge. Mash A to avoid falling off. Something along those lines. Ugh, I'm sure it could be an area of growth for me. Last but not least, why should we hire you? I'm irreplaceable, I'm a problem solver, functional left kidney. What would be, I feel like one would be like not a good answer. So we'll go with one. Then what would be the point in you working here? Huh? Every employee here is valuable. But as we all strive to get better as a whole, cogs will eventually become obsolete and need a new change of parts. If you plan on staying here until your natural movement of departure, we're here to accommodate, or we're happy to accommodate. I just realized the thing in the radioactive room was the answer key for the room that gave me the cake. And I didn't need it at all. I did the correct answer for every single thing first try. But we're not a charity. We don't risk ruining the flow of what's needed to avoid hurting your feelings. But you didn't happen to bring a pair of scissors with you when you first came here, did you? Then there's no reason to lie about qualifications. It seems you already know how replaceable you are. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Did you have any questions on your end? Well, thanks again for making it. I've got another meeting soon, so we'll have to discuss further inquiries later. Oh, but one more thing. He reaches to shake your hand. Oh no, are we hired again? No! I see a lot of areas for growth from you. I'm afraid in order for you to work here, we'll have to make some changes here. Let me lend you a hand. I want more of the answer. I want more of the endings. I thought they would have just. Do we need to be perfect? Is it like therapy with Dr. Kruger where we have to answer it perfectly or something? Let's see. I did that for the Metaton quiz with Alphys, giving the answers. Let me see. Okay, let me see if this has a guide, an ending, an ending guide. Elevator Hitch. Because I want to know. I want to get all the endings. I want to get all the endings. Oh. Where did I put my water bottle? Would a gamer sup sip suffice? And then the ear wiggle. The ear wiggle. The ear wiggle. Let me see. There has to be. There we go. Official puzzle and ending guide. Passcode 4. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna use this guide for the answers for the interview. Cause I think maybe we're failing it? I don't know. Yeah. No! Gamer Sups! It's the melon flavor. And it's delicious. Would recommend Misfit Melon. Okay. I think I'm fine over here. Okay. How are you? I'm doing fine. Glad to hear it. Did you find your way all right? Any hiccups? I had no trouble. Thank heaven for that. I've heard some of the new employees get lost easily. I'm glad you're competent to have at least gotten here on time. Right. As you had a senior to help with any questions you had. How was your time spent with your colleague? He was a good resource. He was number 3. Oh, that's good. It's always nice when the tools you have work how they're supposed to. What? Speaking of how easily you fared getting here, are your lungs working all right? Yes. Great. Sorry about asking. I just hadn't seen it on your resume. I had a Bakugo energy drink today. Nice. How was that one? It must not have crossed my mind. What is your greatest fear? We will answer with heights. Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Could you step a bit closer? I can't even see the horizon. I'm getting vertigo. Heights. Oh, got it. Well, I don't think you'll have much to worry about. We'll make sure to keep you in lower management then. Works for me. How did you hear about this position? Well, I heard about it through the paper, and what about it drew it to you? Being part of something bigger than myself? Yeah. Or, let's see. Being seen as capable. We'll do that one. Couldn't you have gotten that at your last job? I guess, but it wasn't a real job. Not in the way people talk about work. It wasn't something you'd be respected for. It was fine. It's always fine, but people don't. So it was to prove a point. Yeah. To who? Myself. Myself, I guess. Liar. You had me worried there for a moment. Don't worry. That kind of self-aspiring hard work and honesty is what we pride ourselves in here. What would you consider your biggest weaknesses? Indecisiveness. So we got that one previously. That's nothing to worry about. Our policies here are pretty forgiving if you end up saying the wrong thing. Let's see. It tasted like sparkling sherbet ice cream. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Kind of surprising for Bakugo, I guess. But I don't know what kind of flavor I would expect from Bakugo. Last but not least, why should we hire you? I have a functional left kidney. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Did you have any questions on your end? Well, thanks again for making it. I've got another meeting soon, so we'll have to discuss further inquiries later. Oh, but one more thing. He reaches to shake your hand. Welcome aboard the team. You received a key. Consider this a welcome gift. Hopefully we'll talk again soon. All right, this is my stop. Huh? What, did you forget that easily? I got a meeting up at the top floor. This is where I get off. Right. Wait, I almost forgot. I need to give you your lighter back. Don't worry about it. You can give it back when we go for break, yeah? Yeah, I'll see you then. The coworker stepped off the elevator. In the blink of an eye, he's gone. You can't see him anymore. You're alone on the elevator now. This button doesn't seem to work. Okay, so maybe we have to put the thing in there, Put the key in? Yes. You used the key. You now have access to the first floor. And we're going there automatically. The flavor was called Ignite. That makes sense. But like, it being like a sherbet ice cream doesn't quite, I don't know. You hurriedly got off the elevator. They're so happy to be free. Oh, hey, watch where you're going. What's the hurry? What, are you leaving? But you just got here. You passed your interview. What reason do you have to be upset? You did what you came here to do. Didn't you do good enough? Why would you want to just leave after all that? What did you expect? Do you realize how many people would kill to be in your position? You haven't even worked one day and you're already throwing it away. Are you gonna quit that easily? You've barely even done anything. How do you expect to live on your own out there if you can't even do the simple task? Are you giving up all the work you've done to get here? Don't you need this job? You need this job. You need this job. You need this job. I need this job. Please watch where you're going in the future. I mean, if it was purely themed, it would be super spicy, yeah. Or like, heckin', like cinnamon. Cinnamon's usually associated with fire. Yay! We got the credits! That took a long time, but I liked it. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Cinnamon will be airy. Yeah? Wouldn't it be more like apples? Or like candy apple? Yeah. And I think that was all the endings. I think. Because we got whole, we got eaten. Oh, we didn't get the parents ending, but that should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, there's a 14th ending. See every single ending / death in the game. Oh. But how do we... I guess you only get one chance for some of the endings. Okay. But that was that. So let's go back over here. And then... do we think we have time for, like, one more? I feel like we should have time for one more. Let me see. Because conveniently, there is a, There's another elevator themed one that I have. So we'll get that open. Because this one should be shorter. I can imagine it fits in the time frame of like 20 minutes. I think anyway. I could be wrong. And if that's the case, then I apologize. But I think this should fit in the time frame. It has a screen shaking, abrupt flashing, scary stuff. Okay, let me get it ready. I mean, the stream just started. True, true. Okay, so let's go over here. But yeah, this is another elevator themed game. Why are we elevator themed today? I don't know. Funnily enough, these were things that I had downloaded to play for the like Halloween birthday stream, but it never ended up doing. So this is just leftovers. Alone on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out on the last bit of the conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell-checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. All right, time to submit it. I typed out my regards to Mr. Holtman. Kindly find the attached file of assignment. Your student. Oh, our name! Xephoria. It's me. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me in its holds once again, it seems. At least it's the weekend. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Everyone else had left. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's common, right? I considered myself lucky Mr. Holtman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Still, there were also some rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through the empty rooms, heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't the superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. I glanced behind me over the monitors to see if someone had come in. Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into the bag. Superstitious or no, I've done what I've come here for. Time to go. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting someone there. Yet, it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. The hairs on the back of my neck stood, as if I was being watched. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble, you hear me? I clenched my fists, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Character needs a better voice. Hold on. Oh no. Is there someone behind me? Ding! I jumped. The door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. The chipper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. We are Maria from Moon Echo.
Okay. The chipper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. I'm almost in disbelief that they were still playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared as the number slowly descended. Maybe I should set a timer for this. Just, just because. Let me see. Where is the... There we go. 5 minutes on the timer. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of the things I could do once I got home, just to distract myself from the rest of the ride. A shower? For sure. Microwave dinner? What? I didn't read any of those words. I blinked up at the flickering lights. The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No, this can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I started slamming the door, panicked to cold. There had to be someone out there. Help! Please! I'm in here! I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Not reading is definitely in character for Maria. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces. Unless there was a raspy moan from behind me.
Of all the things they use the phasmophobia groan.
I turned my head and screamed. Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black I-cord dripped from its fingers. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. I couldn't find my voice to scream. A voice took shape. Or a face, maybe. I don't know. A pair of hollow eyes and a manic grin with several teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. I blacked out. Wake up. Hey! I heard a voice, panicked and flustered from above me. You're cute! You're cute! A person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive! I couldn't really check for a pulse, so... Anyway, are you alright? I think so. Yeah.
Ria got yoinked into this game instead of the Golden Land, right?
Phew, I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling her thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a good few inches past my head. She tall? She tall? Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or if they just hadn't slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. I realized that they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. Oh, is this one of those Onio from the Wink But Cute games? Maybe. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. Before you were here, something was crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear, it looked straight out of a horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you for sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch. Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive.
not the way you are.
Did they mean? You mean like a ghost? The stranger lit up appreciatively.
Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me, in the flesh.
Okay, it's been 5 minutes.
Literally me if I had shadow teleportation powers, right?
Oops, didn't mean to scare. Oops, didn't mean to scare you. My bad. Let's see.
Well, sans the flesh. I'll
believe them.
I feel like this wasn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I'd ask for your name, but I already know that it's Xephoria. How did you... I've been watching you for a while. Excuse me? Tonight. I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask further, they straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Thanks.
I'm just gonna be nice.
They gave a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh, they looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widened as if the thought never occurred to them. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds.
I like it.
So now discovering Xephoria has a thing for the tall stalking ghosts. It's surprising.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No bully. No. No bully.
Their smile widened. Thank you, Xephoria. Alma went back to twiddling their fingers. We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past our introductions, to be honest. They started humming softly as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how did you, Alma had a knowing look in their eyes. Man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. I'm
doing good today. Been playing games well. Yeah. Are you playing more Breath of the Wild?
Can't say bully with your tongue out like that. You'd kill us with the cuteness.
Don't bully me. Don't bully me. No bully.
She doesn't quite want to talk about it, but I will save here.
I want to know.
Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seemed to darken. We don't have to get into it, but I really want to know, please. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? Promise. BC's watching the... Just like I see that. Okay. So I was staying late working on an assignment just like you. No one was around. Even back then I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, hands shaking. They clasped their wrist and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? Oh, did you shake the soda machine and it fall on you? Oh no. I paid for the damn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. So I pulled and, well, they struggled a bit before I waved for them to continue. It fell. I felt my body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. And the whole time my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? I'm sorry that happened to you. I put my hand over theirs. It passed right through, giving an ice-cold chill at my fingertips, but Alma seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked up at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here. I tilted my head. How are you going to do that? I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. Do we trust them or do we trust them? Very tired because of my drive. Many hours today, but I'm otherwise okay. That's good. Played some Kirby, then contemplating Elder Lilies or Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I actually got Kirby for Christmas. I'm just trying to decide if I want to stream it or just play it on my own. CB, but that's good. Yeah. Never told anyone because you're dead. You tall dork, right? You little nerd. They clapped their hands together excitedly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged into my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma? Hang on, let me focus. The buttons for each floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes shut and decided to trust them. It felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. The air whizzed around me. I gripped my teeth and clenched my hands, knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I landed on my butt with a snack. I blinked my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the doors. They creaked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized that they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it. I did. I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. They yelped and backed away to the wall. Give a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors, Alma following suit. Sure enough, the lobby was empty, the clock on the wall indicating that it was close to 4 a.m. now. Well, I guess this is it. I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twisting to intervene with one another. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you, I appreciate it. They nod, understandingly. I stand there for a moment as they look at me, before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take. Huh? Would you want to hang out? Yes! But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. Once again, their cheeks darkened despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great. Preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week? Yes. Don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you. Wherever you are in the building. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Xephoria. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good end. Friends for life. Or more. That's cute. I kind of wish that there was a little bit of background noise, but okay. Kirby has been enjoyable was my first purchase scheme. Kids do not commit unalive to become hot ghost, it will not work. Let's be super mean to them. Ghost friend, highly profitable both emotionally and financially or more, right? Does anything happen if we do the other trust them? Clap their eyes excitedly. Okay, here we go. Hold on to something before I could ask further. The elevator started to drop. Hang on, let me focus. Closed my eyes and decided to trust them. It felt like a roller coaster. Whizzed and stopped and jolted. I think it's just the same one no matter which one we go for. Okay. Okay, yeah. Because that... Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah. I guess let's be mean.
let's be mean this time.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Just give me some space, will you? Or just give me some space, will you? I realized that I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Let's see, what kind of sick joke is this? I was just trying to help. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive, not the way you are. Did they mean... You mean like a ghost? You can't. My hand shot out before I could think twice. What? The tips of my fingers instantly felt airy and ice cold, like touching something solid, yet not. The stranger yelped and backed away. Hey, did you just go around sticking your fingers into people you just met? Sorry, I thought you were messing with me. The stranger was having none of it. Ugh, why do I even bother? If you sit tight and don't do anything stupid, they'll come find you in the morning. I shifted into the familiar black shapeless entity, melting into a puddle and disappearing through the floor. Exactly the same way they had entered. I found myself alone for the next 7 hours. The workers found me half dozing in the corner the next morning. I stayed late most nights on campus to see if the stranger would show up, but it seems they were ignoring me on purpose. I never saw them again. Bad end, rude awakening. Well, what are the other bad endings? So if we back down, I guess I don't have to tell you then. That's all right. I heaved a sigh and moved to sit down, leaning against the doors. Alma looked around curiously. What are you doing? I shrugged and... Now, Beatrice. It's okay. I shrugged and took out my phone to look for a time-wasting app. In no time, I had one of my mindless games open. Might as well settle in and spend the next few hours trying to beat my high score. Not much I can do right now. Just got some battery to last a couple of hours. I pat down a spot next to me. You want to watch? Alma stood for a moment, as if unsure. Come on, plenty of room for both. Just watch your legs, Lanky. So cute when they're focused.
Meh. 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 Meh.
They settled in beside me, sitting crisscross applesauce, and I leaned over to look at my phone. My shoulder immediately chilled at their close proximity, but I didn't bother bringing it up. We chatted amicably as my fingers tapped away at my screen, Alma getting more invested the higher my numbers got. But otherwise, it was peaceful company. A few hours passed. I must have dozed off at some point, and as the next thing I knew, there was some whirling behind me that woke me up with a jolt. Voices began to call out, and I turned to see some workers prying the door open for me. It took no time for me to step outside when their work was done. The sunlight shining over me made me feel like everything that had happened last night was a dream. I turned on my phone to look at the time. Instead, I saw an unsent message typed out on the screen. Be safe, careful about staying late next time. I blinked and looked around. A cold chill went up my arm, and I almost turned to expect Alma, but saw nothing. Next time? I put my phone away and rubbed my bleary eyes, mentally making a note to stay back at the campus more frequently from now on. Good end one. Till next time. Oh, okay.
Not too bad. Yeah, short game. Okay, let's go back over to the Just Chatting screen. And then we can find somebody to read.
Someone called me cute for the first time yesterday. I felt so weird. I hold back on compliments.
Next game, no! As much as I would want to. As much as I want to, I can't. But that just means that we can do stuff Wednesday. We're playing Umineko Wednesday. Let's see. Ooh. Is my brain okay? I don't know if my brain is okay. But we got... Ooh! Alma's building a wooden puzzle. That is cute. Same Umineko or a different one? Same chapter. Because we ended in the middle of a chapter.
Let me see. I'm so rusty. I'm so rusty, you guys. Okay, let's type in ama. And then what would be a good message? These are huge.
Yeah, they're big. They're big old tears. Big old tears. Oh, also, since you didn't see earlier, I can take off my capelet. If it gets too warm, I can take it off. That's all I can take off, though. Let me see. Let me start the countdown, and then new form raid, and then we'll do the heart. We'll do the heart. What do you mean it's lewd? What do you mean it's lewd? It's not lewd. It would be lewd if I was crying and I had my tongue out and had my heart eyes and looked up. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me today. It was very fun. It was very, very fun. And we're gonna be meeting up on Wednesday.
The energy drink has taken over my brain. I can't word anymore.
But thank you everybody for joining me today. We're gonna be playing some Umineko, and yeah, I don't remember what happened last time other than we ended with Beatrice talking to Battler. But yeah.